Alright. Well, what brings you to Infant Island, or brings you there, or to Baby Island? Well, I come to bring cast, light, and brightness to your world. You know, I'm Rainbow Bright, formerly known as Wisp, and I'm Twink, even though you really can't see me in the film that well, but trust me, I'm there. And I'm Starlight, the greatest horse that God had ever made. Well, I'm Laurel, and I'm Mara. I'm Laurel and Lora. And we happen to be the twins who, well, we work for MOTHRA. Well, that might be stretching it. We work for God and Jesus. And we happen to work with MOTHRA. You mean that big moth butterfly-like being that Toho made films about? That showed up in many of Godzill's films over the years? That MOTHRA? That would be the same one. Well, I work for God and Jesus too. I bring cast and light and brightness to all worlds. So in a way, we all work for God and Jesus. But you see, when you work for God and Jesus, you can't get any of the thanks. You don't take any of the thanks because it's not you doing it. I mean, God's working through you and with you to do whatever it is. So it's God and Jesus who truly get the thanks and not you. Right on, Rainbow Bright. Laurel here and Laura, Laurel here and myself, we feel the same way. Yes, we work for God. We work for Jesus. But anything that we do is not truly us doing it. It is Him doing it. He just works with us and through us to do it. So it is God and Jesus that truly get the thanks for all of it. Well, Twink says, how long have you worked for God and Jesus? I mean, Rainbow Bright here's worked for God and Jesus at least for 40 or 41 years. So I would think you would have worked for Him longer. We worked for God and Jesus for many years. We don't know how many years, but we always worked for God and Jesus. And we had all kinds of names. They shifted our names over the years. But our goal was the same, to watch over the earth. To be that, to speak for MOTHRA, who could not speak for herself. To speak for God and Jesus. And sometimes we always did good at the end of the day, did we not, Laurel? Yeah, Mara. Yeah, Laurel. We did good, we did good, Lora. I believe we did. I believe we did good. Well, you're both look-alike twins, right? But and many of them, they shift the way that you look. Is that right? Yes, we always shift our clothes, but our goal's always the same. You know? Well, it is a onlook to meet fellow followers, or I should say fellow hirelings or underlings of God Almighty and Jesus the Son. You know? And we wouldn't have thought that we would have met, such lovely women as yourselves, but we did. Oh, Starlight, you have the way good manners and onlook, Thank you for saying that, Laurel says. Yeah, Laura says. Thank you for saying that. Well, Twink says, do you get rainbows here in Infant Island or Baby Island or whatever, Sideland or whatever you want to call it? Yes, we do. We do get rainbows. God makes rainbows all the time. The rainbow was God's way of letting mankind and womankind know that He would keep His word, that they were under His shielding, and that He would never ever flood the earth again. Well, with my rainbow strap here, or my cast strap here, I can make that rainbow. Well, more likely God and Jesus will make that rainbow. They'll just work with me and through me to do it. So it's truly God and Jesus that's doing the work and not me. That is a wonderful rainbow you have made there, Rainbow Brite. We say thank you for coming here to see us. Do you talk at the same time? Yes, sometimes we do. Sometimes we talk at the same time. It could become irksome. Well, it was good meeting you, Laurel and Lora. It was good meeting you too, Rainbow Brite. You too, Twink. You too, Starlight. You're all welcome.